The Legal Lowdown is brought to you by the Pendas Law Firm.
Welcome back to First Coast Living. In today's Legal Lowdown, we're talking about when do you involve your insurance company? Do you call them first or do you call the lawyer first? Well, Lou Pendas and Hayes Mathis from Pendas Law Firm are joining us to talk about that. So guys, let's get right into this. An accident's happened. You always think, call the insurance company right away. What say you?
Well, here's the thing. If it was only that easy, right? Just call the insurance company and it's all handled. Most people don't want to get their insurance company involved because why? Think about it.
Premiums go up.
Premiums go up. So I don't want to call my insurance company. I don't want to call the other insurance company. I don't want to do anything. Unfortunately, Florida law dictates that you are going to get your own insurance company involved because it's a no-fault state. What does that mean? That means that the first $10,000 of medical expenses or lost wages have to be paid through your own policy. It's called the Personal Injury Protection Policy, which we've discussed here in the past on this very show. So it's going to happen. And regardless of how you feel about it, it is a huge mistake to keep them in the dark because you're going to be on your own if you're not careful. Now, your question related to whether or not you should call them first or us first, let me tell you, whether it's your own insurance company or the at-fault party's insurance company, be careful. That's the message today, because oftentimes you're going to say something that to you is very innocent, and what they're going to do, whether it be your own insurance company or the at-fault party's insurance company, they're going to use whatever you say against you to limit the benefits that you're rightfully entitled to. So my recommendation is, as soon as you get into an accident, you call the lawyer, because the lawyer is going to walk you through that process and make sure that he or she is there when you're giving these statements and when you're submitting the claim process to either your own insurance company or to the at-fault party.
Well, let's dive into that, Hayes. Let's talk about how you actually help them with the insurance companies.
Sure. I would say, actually, yes, you get them involved, but let us get them involved for you. We do have a lot of people saying, even if they weren't involved in an accident, that why should I call my own insurance company? I didn't do anything. Well, with what Lou just touched on with the PIP law, you need us to get the insurance companies involved. But we can guide you through the process, because these insurance companies, one of the first things they want to do is take a statement, usually recorded. And if we're not involved, then we can't help you guide through, one, whether you should get that statement taken, or two, whether we should be on the phone or be there to protect you while the statement's going on.
Because there are some, like you said, there are some things that you can say, thinking it's no big deal, or also not understanding everything.
Absolutely. For example, when you call in your claim to start the process of getting your medical bills paid, that's through your own insurance coverage, your personal injury protection, they're going to record that. All right, and they're going to use that against you. So the adjuster may turn around and ask, well, how did you feel after the accident? Oh, just fine, just fine. Now, they're going to use that just fine. What often happens, you're not feeling pain following an accident. Your adrenaline is way high, and what you're focused on is what's going on around you at that particular moment. You're not necessarily focused on how you're feeling, unless it's a very severe set of circumstances where an ambulance is required, and then you're transported via ambulance to a hospital. But oftentimes, that little snippet, oh, I felt fine, that will come back to haunt you, especially within 24 hours of that accident. Your body starts reacting to the trauma of that accident, and oftentimes that's when you start recognizing and internalizing that you've been injured. So now you're going to say, yes, I felt fine, I'm hurt a little bit now, or I'm hurting now. The insurance is going to say, wait a minute, you're not necessarily entitled to certain benefits because look what you said. You were fine at that moment. I understand that you're claiming that you are hurt now, but maybe it's not related. So you've got to be very careful, and lawyers are obviously trained specifically to handle that scenario and to walk you through that to avoid those pitfalls. And remember, the insurance company is not there to help you. Many people think, well, that's my insurance company. They've always stood by me. Guess what? They don't make money if they pay you money.
Right, right. And we're out of time, but the consultation, here's something that I picked up. If you call the insurance company first, there's a pretty good chance that it's going to cost you money. Whether you say something wrong or the premium goes up. If you call these guys first, the consultation's free. So I'm going to call you guys. Thank you, guys. Thanks
Always a pleasure.
Pendas Law for making this segment possible. And if you want to get more information about Pendas Law, just go to their website at pendaslaw.com or call their phone number at 904-800-0000.